We tend to talk about artificial intelligence as if it exists in a weightless, invisible cloud. But when you query an AI, your prompt is actually routed to a massive industrial facility exactly like this one. Training and running advanced machine learning models requires thousands of highly specialized servers running simultaneously. Keeping those processors from melting down demands thousands of gallons of water for industrial cooling, heavy-duty HVAC systems, and thousands of tons of raw concrete to house the equipment. By early 2026, the tech sector ran headfirst into a brutal macroeconomic reality. Tenant demand for AI compute capacity is severely outpacing the available power supply worldwide. Artificial intelligence has hit a hard physical boundary. We are simply running out of electricity to plug the servers into. For decades, global power generation has been highly predictable. Because utility infrastructure takes years to build, grid capacity across the world has remained relatively flat and stagnant. This dual-line chart shows the collision clearly. The horizontal line represents stagnant global grid capacity. The steep vertical curve is the exponential explosion of AI compute demand leading into 2026. This intersection forces severe, localized power bottlenecks. High-growth tech markets are actively starving for energy. To bypass these dead ends, the tech industry initiated an infrastructure supercycle. Companies are now forced to spend billions aggressively acquiring land, securing power rights, and pouring foundation. To sustain its own growth, the software industry has to operate like a heavy industry construction sector. This global power deficit explains the exact rationale behind a major corporate move on March 23, 2026, a strategic joint venture between Core AI Holdings and Toto DTS. This new partnership is a $5 billion global initiative dedicated entirely to constructing massive next-generation data center campuses. The engineering objective for these new campuses is severe energy optimization. They are designed to squeeze the absolute maximum high-performance computing output from local grids that are already heavily constrained. Solving a hardware problem of this magnitude requires two totally distinct corporate disciplines: highly specific strategic architecture and sheer industrial muscle. Throwing capital at the grid simply isn't enough. Survival requires a merger between next-generation network architecture and legacy construction scale. Within the joint venture, Core AI Holdings acts as the ground up specifically to handle the thermal and electrical loads of machine learning. They are specifically targeting high-growth geographical hotspots, like their recent expansion into Malaysia. Toto DTS provides the operational muscle. They physically manifest Core AI's blueprints. This map visualizes Toto DTS's track record. They have successfully built 253 data centers across the globe. Combined, those facilities hold 4.5 gigawatts of IT capacity, equal to the continuous power consumption of a major metropolitan city. The software industry's success now relies on the massive industrial coordination required to physically house and power its code. But behind the billions of dollars and the massive construction sites, there is a precarious financial reality driving this project. Despite directing a $5 billion global initiative, Core AI is a microcap company, a publicly traded business with a very small market valuation. Today, Core AI is worth just $24.7 million. Tracking their 52-week stock performance, shares hit $35.47 before violently collapsing to $1.24. Core AI expects to update shareholders on their first campus soon. At the bottom of its valuation, this joint venture is a singular existential bet. The infrastructure supercycle offers a lucrative trend for the tech giants, but for Core AI, building these campuses is a make-or-break bid to survive a ruthless market. The primary bottleneck of the 21st century has migrated from software engineering directly into heavy industry and global energy acquisition. The winners of the AI era are the builders and engineers capable of securing the power to keep the lights on.